Lakeshore Fog, which is what I'm in. Hazy and Juicy IPA, weighing in at, this one was like 6.5%. It's from Southern Tier, by the way. Wow, it looks like a wheat. Looks like a wheat ale, but we don't have time to talk about jack shit. Speaking of Jack, cheers. Yeah, it smells juicy and hazy. I have no idea what it tastes like. I'm just here because I'm going crazy. Neither one of us went to work today. That's okay, because who needs the fucking money? Let's see, Stalker Steve said there's always more room for comments, even though he did make the Two-Hearted Ale to the Sunny Slopes of Justin's Final Mission long ago. J-Dog missed out on the club, and Smile Money saying, you're back, I thought maybe you were in quarantine with the crud. Well, yeah, I still am. And Mike just calls, hey, how are you feeling? I don't know, what is it that you want before I answer that question? Oh, my elderly neighbor, her husband is back from the nursing home, which I thought he was there because of full dementia, but evidently they forgot, and he was having a hard time getting the hospital bed into the house, and I'm like... I don't want to help do that when I'm feeling 100%. Okay. First in the club for flask number 49 was the Real Cobra Burnout. And then second was Smile Money. And then third was Snoring Desert Prepper. And then this video needs more cowbell from Jolson. Oh, I see Frontline. He's doing something with something called Zoom. I have no idea what it's. A scheduled Zoom meeting, and then the link. Frontline. I mean, you run your own ship the way you want to, but. We have found in the past that one of the worst things you can do is to publicly give out the link to a video chat or a conference, because sometimes you get more than you bargain for. I don't remember which one that I was watching, and it was like they gave out the chat, the link to their Google Hangout in the video, and it was like people were just like showing up and saying stuff like, you know, just profanity, and it was that, and he's been wanting me to go over, and I'm telling you right now, I'm not making shit up. I have no desire. I missed out on Mikey's thing on Friday. I missed out on Steve's thing on Saturday, and the only reason I'm even down here is because I got a package from the Crazy Scotsman, our latest sponsor, Strike Industries, and still not done. I cannot cycle the gun and tell you what I think about it, because if I do that, I am not going to be able to get the bolt out of the gun. I could just take the carrier out of it just to be safe, but I do not have a bolt release. I think Jim said he was gonna. Actually, Jim thought he sent one initially, and no, I didn't. If anybody's heavy on lower parts kits, though, my 24-inch, I noticed I went through everything that I have, and it's like I I don't know how I managed to use up all my small parts, but so this is the Strike Industries PDW, the Viper, and it is officially considered a brace, which I'm glad to see they didn't put any of the bullshit on here. I left the Velcro on mine just so that there'd be no questioning on it. But this has a couple of Velcro pads if you want to, if you put your own strap or something around it. But they just cut to the chase. I'm sorry. The whole thing is just a massive bunch of bullshit. But it has a QD mount right there, and it has the big button so that it doesn't matter what side you're grabbing it on, and sometimes it has been locking and sometimes it has not. I probably could throw a little see, like when you do it with intent, then you just give it a little flick and then you know it's locked up for sure. And then, get some footage, because this will be always firmly placed against my shoulder when firing. The only downside that I can see at all out of this design, and I like it. I mean, I'm not lying at all. If it wasn't almost $300, I would upgrade. I would upgrade my brace on my pistol to this, because I like its more compact size. The downside is it's $300, but you do get a fair amount, but you get no in-between settings. You're either all the way out or you're all the way in, which to me that is a non-factor. I'm just pointing it out, but to me that is completely a non-factor. So I think it looks pretty sexy, and I'm definitely happy, Crazy Scotsman. I appreciate it a lot. It'd be really nice if any one of us actually had a really decent sized channel, and you could be like, hey, this is the Crazy Scotsman, and we got this thing for Justin's final mission, and I'm going to need you to send me 3 of these, and we'll list you as a sponsor. Crazy Scotsman keeps one, I keep one, and Justin gets one. So, yeah, the only thing, like I said, the only thing I can see out of it is maybe a little use, or maybe a little lube or something on it. But again, if you just deploy it, see, like that time it locked up just fine. But one of the reasons it's kind of pricey is it does utilize a proprietary buffer, and maybe even the spring. The buffer on this thing, even though from there it looks like a normal buffer, the whole thing is about that long. It's just little tiny guy. Who can it be texting on my phone? Oh, and Justin says, and a basement pop. I'm downstairs doing a review. Again, in comparison, you got there. They're lined up, and you can see how much shorter the Odin Works the Odin Works is, but then again, this guy is considered a stock, not a brace. But in case you're wondering, this thing looks damn sweet on a pistol. You know, a friend of mine sent me some pictures. I mean, I personally wouldn't. I wouldn't know, because I have the utmost respect for our tyrannical, overreaching piece of shit government. Okay, sorry, back to it. Oh yeah, cowbell, ding ding ding. Tardisius says, and maybe some Twinkies. I actually would eat a Twinkie right now if I had it. Frontline says top 10 biatches. Frontline says intro and brew babes are yummy. Yeah. Foodmaster 2 made it. Cheers. Oh, and back to Frontline. Steve and your wife and your family. I hope everything is going good. I really don't understand how. You know, it's like, okay, yeah, this is like funny and all to, you know, be sitting at home and basically right now, you know, over a half a week down in pay. But thankfully I'm essential, and you know, your employer doesn't give a flying fuck about you. You're only a number, so you know, you got to make sure that you know, that the world goes on for everybody else at possibly your expense. But you know, I'm just overreacting. But you know, again, those people out there that don't even have a choice. I just, you know, the great thing is, you know, when you're sitting at home, not even knowing how, if this continues, you're even going to put food on the table, and then you get a bill collector call. It's like, hey, let me just cut you off right there. Go fuck yourself. Click. Wilco Burnout, stay home Monday and watch YouTube, but you're sick. Feel free to browse the extensive video catalog of my channel, Laugh Out Loud. I was gonna, but I just spent a lot of time rearranging my sock drawer. Actually, Christine was watching something on the History Channel, and I guess neither one of us were motivated to grab the remote and just watch something else. It was pretty entertaining, though. It was kind of like history meets paranormal meets, I don't remember the name of the show. Last night, though, we discovered something. I was talking to Sharky about this. Discovered a show that I had never even heard of, and it turns out it's in its 4th frickin' season. It's called Scorpion, and I really like the way that the show is put together. It's long story short, it's about Walther. What's his name? I don't remember the last name though. I guess when he was like 11 or 14 years old, they gave him an IQ test, and he was like 197. Einstein was, what, 161 or 165? He was arrested at the age of 11 or 14 for hacking into the CIA so that he could print off some stuff to put on the wall in his room. And basically the show is they're a room full of geniuses all specializing in different things, and they solve crimes and problems. And what's really cool is I saw 4 episodes or 3 episodes last night, and not a single one was on a similar topic. So the writers, I know this guy, this Walter guy in real life, he's actually a producer for the show. So I mean, it should be purely a genius show if a purely genius has something to do with it. But no, never heard of it. Just kind of got binged watched into it and decided to record, set it up on my DVR to check out a few more episodes of it. So I thought it was kind of entertaining. Like I said, I was just kind of shocked when it's like, never heard of it. Very good show, and there's four seasons of it. Gunwild says top 10 bitches. David Brown says hello sweethearts. Hello David. Hello Gunwild. Harmarsh 2, number 13 bitches. Those 2 Flask girls tonight with the beer virus in full swing. No haircuts for me. It's gonna get long. Yeah, I can't do it. I don't really even, at a certain point in time, like I'm I'm kind of beyond that. I don't really give a shit what anyone else thinks about the way it looks. I mean, if I fuck up the haircut, I can just, like I said, I can just go straight on to cutting it all off and let it come back in again and, get ridiculed by Christine. And the funny thing is, she has an obsession for black guys with bald heads. But as soon as I even talk about it, I guess I could become a black guy and then shave all my hair off. Poco Loco, no, Jolson, it doesn't need no stinking shit bell. Poco Loco, don't forget, buymyhookers.com. Someday I'll actually finish it. It's actually a real site. Poco Loco, you like shit. Joey, hi. Hi, Joey. Stay safe. You're in the new ground zero, at least for the United States. David Brown, put a cap disc in your mouth and chew on it. It should be kind of like Pop Rocks. Poco Loco, Christ, those are nice chi-chis. Mike, Gillian, here, cheers, let the show begin. Poco Loco, the American people wanted instant gratification, so that's what we got. With no concerns of the future, we are beyond fucked unless Trump's son runs from the office and becomes a strict constitutionalist. I hope he's going to be. I doubt it, though. Trump has no problem with one world government. I do, and most of us do. Last thing I ever want to, aim at the blue hats. I actually had targets that had nothing on them but those UN hats. Yeah, if at any point in time the fucking UN has any control over an American citizen, that's when the fucking shooting, if it hasn't already begun by then, will happen. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like this or not. I'm kind of getting Southern Tier is normally some pretty good stuff. I like to say my success rate with enjoying anything from Southern Tier. Now, most of what I buy from Southern Tier is their more seasonal stuff. The stuff more off the beaten path, higher octane, that kind of stuff. I know I have had, IPAs and stuff from them before, but now, if yesterday on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being a dirt nap, and 10 being outstanding, it's like I don't have anything at all. Yesterday I was probably a 5 or a 6, and today I'm probably a 6 or a 7, and I don't know what I'm going to do or not tomorrow. If I have an improvement, I will probably go take care of some stuff. And the one reason, if I'm feeling like I feel right now, which normally, keep in mind, you guys that know me and I'm in contact with on a daily basis, like Sharky, he's 7 hours ahead of me. So when I'm up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, I can send him stuff without any fear of waking him. On the other hand, unfortunately, I don't get as much of the funny stuff because now it's been 7 hours later, and I forget about it to get some really good funny stuff off to the real Cobra Burnout. His job requires him to, as we've discussed in the past, to keep his phone on. So out of respect for that, I don't send anything early in the morning because I don't want his phone making noise and waking him up when he's sleeping. But most of the anything that's happened overnight, I'm seeing it between 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, so yeah, I'm normally up somewhere. I'm normally up at 4 for sure, and then sometimes I go back to sleep for another 45 minutes. But most of the time I'm up around 4 a.m. And today I did not open my eyes until 10 minutes to 10. It was almost like I thought maybe Christine was messing with the clock or whatever, but, you know, could tell by the amount of sun coming through the window and the angle that it was coming through at that. Yeah, no, this is a real time. Evidently my body was trying to tell me something, so I don't sound very good. I'm actually plugged up, which is only wrecking it once again for this. The sore throat part of it is, for the most part, completely gone away, so right now it's just like this being plugged up, which is messing with smell and taste. Which I'm still getting taste off of this, and it's kind of leaning. It's fairly light on everything, but it's kind of leaning in that bitter, almost grapefruit direction, which is not something that would excel in my happy list of IPA definitions. Smile money. Harmarsh 2 for 3 weeks after the zombie virus outbreak. 90% of my comments on Facebook were against community standards. These are comments like happy birthday, sending prayers, feel better. I went on a rant and stayed off of Facebook except for my Mayans group. Yeah, it's always, you always have such faith in the United States of America and what our founding fathers and the men and women in our military and all of our first responders, police and fire and Coast Guard and ambulance, paramedics, and all those people, and all what everybody does to make this a better country. When you turn around and simple things are basically stolen from you, like a comment like that. Yes, I can see. Well, no, I can't see. It's called freedom of speech, and if you don't like it, then don't follow that person or don't look at it. If someone puts up something that you think is offensive, the only person that's probably honestly being offended is you, and you're a pussy. You should go home and slap your parents for raising a fucking pussy. Anytime I run across something that I disagree with, that's fine. I disagree with it. Big deal. To disagree with the freedoms of speech and stuff like that, again, where do some of you fall? It should be a crime for someone to yell fire in a full movie house, or when you find out that it's bullshit, you just simply beat the shit out of the fucker, and then you can guarantee that it's not going to happen again. Real cool burnout. I have the urge to pee for some reason. I'll be right back. Steven, 3 tablespoons of Satan sauce taken 8 times a day will either cure you or kill you. Poco Loco, yeah, fuck that. You can't have my brass. In fact, the brass left behind is my brass too. Piss me off, and the range's brass is mine too. I try not to go to indoor ranges, but if I do, I go to 3%er ranges where they always send the new guy out to talk to me and then watch and laugh at the new guy. Gillian, Mike, Sam can come over to my place. Mike, hell, Eric, you don't have to read comments if you don't want to. It's your show. Smile money. Foco Loco. Snot. Laugh out loud. There's some old memories. I knew Lynn Straight from seeing him at a friend's studio. Here, watch this. Yeah, I'll get back to that. Stalker Steve. Well, here we go again. And just double checking. We've got yeah. So if you look through the comments right above Stalker Steve and right below Mike, there's a channel called Tim, and this guy is a fucking troll, and I don't know what his game is, but this is a few of his other channels got shut down. It was a picture of him and a smiley face, and now it's I don't know if that's a hockey team's logo or what it is, but this fucker, I mean, cool content. Oh, really, Tim? Did you make it this far? Could you tell me why you hit everybody's video and say the same thing? It's just, fuck you, Tim. I tell you what, I am going to report you as spam. Bye-bye, Tim. Gillian, Mike again. We had to do that in the Army. Take apart our rifle and pistols blindfolded and in total darkness. Stalker Steve. Damn, sorry to hear you're sick, but I'm glad to see you. Yeah, I'm, you know. The only downside right now is the whole taste thing is a little off. Oh, before I forget completely, I received a package from India. Now I have a guess. I do have a guess, and of course, Christine saw that it was and the only reason that I didn't open it up is because, again, it's an e-bony. I don't order things as a e-bony. India. This is from India, and the first thing Christine did is completely soaked it in Lysol. Again, I have a guess. I have a guess as to what this could possibly be, and let us see. I will. Being that my guess is it's a cloth material, I will go gentle into the night on cutting. Of course, she should be down here. I told her, it'd be funny if we actually had a large fire extinguisher, which actually I could have done. I have one of those water tank fire extinguishers that you fill with water and pressurize. Okay, so it looks like I'm wrong. India.
Done already. You're awfully quiet down here.
Okay, my guess was wrong.
What the hell? Okay.
Due to everything going on in the world, I am not pressing my lips against this until I decontaminate it.
Yeah. I'll be decontaminating everything that comes in the door from now on. Cardboard. Paper. Don't matter.
Hey, it's like, where's that box that I got from India? It's in the microwave. It's been there for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Just a big firestorm. Okay. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Gillian, Mike, I don't do much videos on my boring life and lack of cool stuff to show off on my small, low-budget shit show channel. Nihap. Trump pulled the switcheroo on Pelosi. Pork, was for the Kennedy Center. To Obama appointees were running it, Valerie Jarrett and Susan Rice. Trump fired them and made his own appointees, so they will not be able to launder the money back to themselves. J-Dog is working. Wow, perfect timing, Mike. You get an extra star for this. Hello, Christine.
Hello, Mike. How's it going?
Gillian again. I cut my own hair. that what I do have. No, I'm
I'll be cutting your hair this weekend when I feel a lot better.
I'm just
Trust
gonna.
me.
If she doesn't do it, I'm telling you right now, I'm just putting the thing on the 0 setting, and it can all come off.
You do that, and I'm taking all mine cut off too.
Where?
Huh? What do you mean where? You're the one that's like, oh, I like your long hair. There ain't gonna be no long hair. On my head.
Oh. Well, that's less fun.
Oh, really? You want a Brazilian?
Sure.
Hot wax.
Tell you what, I'll join you.
Okay.
I'm gonna wax my butthole too. J-Dog, I will measure the boxes I have. Thank you, J-Dog. We have to get that. We have to get that rifle out to John Solar. Harmarsh 2. Hashtag fuck cancer. Hashtag fuck patron. And hashtag save the pink taco. Stalker Steve, challenge accepted. 1 set of cock-shaped grips for the Smith. Okay, Steve, first of all, let me stop you right there. That was the Taurus, that wasn't the Smith. Okay, moving on. Steve again, cheers, brother.
What was it that word that I just learned yesterday for the badminton? That was the birdie. What was it called? The something cock?
The shuttlecock.
The shuttlecock.
Hey. You've seen the work, like the finds that Shalisa has found in Fatwood? Can you imagine if Steve could make me a custom Fatwood set of grips for this? You know how awesome that would be? Not shaped like a cock. Just a... No. Uh-huh. I think we should have a basement pop. Or not. I'm thinking not, maybe.
Good answer.
So here's the, Except if you do want...
Is that Project Secret Squirrel?
Secret Squirrel 2.
2.
Can't charge it. There is no way to release the bolt, which will be stuck back in the tube.
Yeah,
Hey, have you ever done that, by the way? Actually, you know, I have to say, I wouldn't mind getting one of these. I just don't happen to have an extra $280 laying around. So you're looking at $300. Just
the next one for Justin's mission.
yes.
Okay.
One part. We're one part away from this being a fireable weapon. But that is still... And I'm trying to find anybody that would like to donate a nice high-end red dot for this. We have nothing.
You have a Hubie break on there, though.
Damn right. As you can tell, I've been spending a little time with it because it looked just like that when I got it from John.
Yeah.
And I did a DJ Alkaline 1 to it, threw on a little midget porn, got that bitch. Hey, I'm thinking about going into the market on this. Hey, what do you guys think of my my chip clip? Is that freaking awesome or what?
Yeah.
NIHAP, I think we should go into business. The chip clip for people that are in the know. I'd like to have some of my salty sticks in your mouth.
No, thank you. Okay, well, I'm going back upstairs. I just wanted to see what you got today.
Yeah, I got a trumpet.
Yeah.
It is cute. It was funny, I just watched them making one of these last night on how it's made.
Saxophone.
Yeah. It's like, from start to finish, a sax takes like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
As long as it's not a special one. Because you can get like the hand... No.
Don't do it.
I put it in the... Matt Davis, late because my neighbor opened up with a pistol about an hour ago, while me and my kids walked by half an hour later. Cops showed up. Fuck. When seconds matter, they're only 30 minutes away. My God, your neighbor was shooting?
That's kind of crazy.
Din Scourge. Could always boost your immune system with a shot of rum. Hey, want to get in on this?
No. Shut up.
You know, Din Scourge, you comment about that all the time, and I need to get a hold of some Appleton Estates. Hey, Christine can hide her Bacardi rum in plain sight in front of me, and with no fear that anything is ever gonna happen to it.
Any rum you don't like.
Well, I have to admit, and
Unless it was the rum and the Blue Hawaiian that we did for the girls' dinner party.
well, that was
Yeah.
a pretty damn good drink.
Yeah.
I have to ask, does this count? Straight bourbon whiskey finished in rum barrels? I'm thinking probably not.
Nice try. Yeah, I'm gonna go now.
Alright. I'll miss you while you're gone.
I don't know what we're gonna do for dinner tonight. I didn't take out any meat to thaw. Unless you just want to do like a vegetable stir fry.
I don't know.
Think of something.
I was gonna say, if it wasn't for doing the brew review, I could have ran and got something. Hey, we could try utilizing one of those free Grubhub apps.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we could do that and get something from one of the restaurants and try to support our local businesses so that they don't go out of business.
You know, so far, Din Scourge, if I'm not butchering that for you, I haven't a clue who you are, but you've at least up to this point in time have proven that you're not a troll douchebag. So let's decontaminate. See, the two that I have not had, Jay at Elite Ammunition, and a few other people have told me that the Appleton Estates is some pretty fine stuff. Brad Thomas has told me to try Kraken. Isn't Kraken a clear or a white rum? I'm thinking I might have a problem with it. On the other hand, I have not tried either of the two. The one that I would be most interested in maybe is the one that I think it was that NIHAP sent to Christine. This is it Cruzan? Aged rum. Origin of St. Croix. You know, it's another one of those where obviously it must be good because the label is looks fancy. Oops, sorry. The only thing I can say is this tastes better than NyQuil. Probably better effects, too. Okay, back to the fun. Cadillac V. Cheers. Get well soon. Oh, yeah. Someone else who I was talking to yesterday. Matt Davis, probably not a good idea to try your new gun in the backyard when you live in a big city. When the cops finally get there, lots of them show up. Yeah, that's one of those things where you can shoot all you want until the cops show up. I like to avoid that. McLean5179, Patreon for donations, no content. We should at least pay for the drinks. See, no, I still have mixed feelings about that. I mean, it's one thing when someone wants to send me some beer, but it really does, not to try to justify it. A few people don't like it, but on the other hand, you wouldn't necessarily have to use it. I think because what the hell, I will probably here eventually get around to setting up an account for the Brew Channel, and if people want to do it, they can do it. I'm not planning on putting content over there. I mean, I might, if I have the time, I might be able to maybe just put some my thoughts on something, like maybe something like, it'd be something simple like, hey, flask number 49, after I got better, I gave it a try, and you know what, I found it to be a lot more harsh when I actually could taste it. I'm still curious on giving it a try. I mean, that is another example of judging a book by its cover. If the flask said, that'd be funny if you actually used I think one of the flasks actually says wild turkey. I can tell somebody is, when the harmonics in your own home, Christine's phone is sitting on a wooden surface somewhere and ringing as we speak. Because I can hear, McLean, I'm a little upset you don't have a bandsaw. Actually, I do have a bandsaw. I have a Milwaukee deep throat corded bandsaw. So if I had a way to actually mount it, and something like I did when I did the sander, if I could mount it in an upright so that when it comes around, you'd want the table, your materials to be pushed down to the table. If I could make a table version of that, yeah. Stalker Steve, if you hear me say this, some of the stuff that I have, and that's why my gun collection, there's so much stuff in my gun collection that is off limits to being sold. I would rather be that dirtball on the corner holding the cardboard sign begging for money than lose a majority of things I have in my collection because they came from my friends and they mean more to me than the money that could be acquired by. She just looked like she's looking at me like I did something wrong for a second there. It's just, and to actually think that if I showed you a design of a grip that I wanted, and somebody that I knew that I considered part of my family, like Steve, was actually able to recreate it, and just thinking about some of that wood that he does in the fat wood, if you had a piece of wood that went from like a maple all the way into a really dark, like, if you have to be a wood person to know, but like you're never going to get in this area, you're never going to get a wood as deep as like a Wenge or something like that, but still go from go from that maple into a walnut kind of look in some fat wood, and actually be able to make the grips to replace that with. I mean, I don't know if it's just because it has an 8 3/4 inch barrel, but that grip just always looks so frickin' wimpy. I can't stand the stock grip, and I'm not impressed with this grip. I mean, as far as a grip goes, it doesn't necessarily feel terrible in my hand, but just visualizing this gun right now with a custom fat wood grip made by Stalker Steve, that would just make it completely priceless. If the gun ever had to go away or had to be sold, I mean, even if I like sent it in for some warranty work or something, I would take those fucking grips off of it and put them, it's just that's just the kind of shit that, to me, the romantic side, the passion, and when stuff, especially when stuff is handmade by somebody, that'd just be fucking incredible. And I've looked at stuff, and of course you look at things like cherry wood or something. Yeah, that look badass. But the more I think about it, to see something that has all of that character in it, that literally goes from a really bright, light-colored wood, just what you stereotypical think of. Birch, beech, pine, anything like that, going into those dark colors of the knots, and hell yeah! If I won the lottery, I would talk to Shalisa or Steve about getting a piece of wood, and then maybe talking to that guy on eBay, because he obviously has must have a small CNC machine to make those grips. But maybe he wouldn't charge me all that much if I was supplying the wood to him. Or maybe because they are custom and one of, he'd charge more. I have no idea. I haven't tried talking to the guy at all. But if you go on eBay and just do a search for, custom wood grips for, what the fuck is the camera doing? Oh, actually, was it Steve or somebody was telling me about turning something off? Maybe it's that facial recognition. I never did play with that, but obviously I know a guy that can do it because he sells them on eBay, but something like that, oh my god. Carpe diem, you're drinking the cure. Nothing like a good bourbon to cure what ails you. That's the first time I had any quantity of scotch since this thing whole started, and boy, I feel better today. Hops and Lead, Steve, you need to see the Tiger King show on Netflix. Christine just watched the promo or the intro or the little teaser at the beginning, and she goes, "I just seem like I'd be fucking pissed off." But then everybody, even people she doesn't even directly know, she's like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "What?" She goes, "Even Nikki Sixx is talking about how people should see the Lion King or the Tiger King, Lion King." Steven, upgrade the scope. Just save the scope and mount that came with it. Have a sniper-style rifle, but not hit a man-sized target at 100 yards. Steven, honestly, you'd be better off doing a patron for the beer channel you'd be better off doing a patron for the beer channel than on the Ebomi channel. I'd be in for sure. It's cheaper to send you money for a review beers than to mail you beers. If there's any options to give more, that'd be better. Okay, I tell you what. I will set something up. I have no expectations for anybody. I don't want to have, just so everybody's aware, it's not going to be some secret club where we go over there and somebody makes a donation and I put up some special content. I have no intentions on necessarily doing anything over there. You know, if I maybe had the time to do a follow-up on my thoughts on something, but Jesus God, you know, this shit goes on for like a fucking hour. So I might as well just discuss it while I'm here, but I know, it does make sense, and a bunch of you guys have said that. It's a pain in the... I mean, seriously, if you... Let's say Steve found something cool in Oklahoma, and he wanted to send it to me. First, you're in for, you know, anywhere from $9 a beer to $9 for 4. And then you're going to go pay to have it shipped. Now you're going to spend... you're going to invest in a 4-pack of something good. Let's just say that it's something really elaborate and it was $20 for 4 of them. Or you sent me 1 or 2 of something. So let's just call it a $10 beer. But the box was big enough, you were able to put a few things in it. So, well, no, let's just keep it one $10 beer. You're going to have to pack it well and put it in, at a bare minimum, a medium flat rate shipping box. Now you're in for, those prices just went up. That's $10 or $11 for shipping on that alone. So you've just doubled the cost of one beer. So now you're in for $20. If you made a contribution on Patreon, then I can just go locally, buy it, and call it Patron Beer, episode 1, and kind of trying to keep track of it. And again, I would list everybody that helped out at the end, but other than that, I'd have no, you guys would have no expectations that, just so you know, there'd be no expectations that people that were donating to this, that there's going to be some super secret videos going up over there. Unless this got closed down, at least that gives a voice to where I went from there, because right now it seems like none of the options are good. Everywhere that I've experimented with, and I have not been over to the other one, Gunstreamer, to see if they've even updated anything recently. It's just like everything went to hell over there or something. Chuck, you want some cheese to go with that wine? Yeah, Chuck, could you please send me some fucking cheese? TFC, good to see you back, E. You prick face. Ah. Do I even want another one of those? Hey, let's try some cream ale from New Belgium just to see if that's any better when I can't taste it. Wade, the beginning of spring sucks because of allergies. Take care of yourself and feel better soon. Absolutely, but you still wonder what's going on. I mean, it's like, why are so many people? Is it the social media? And normally we wouldn't be interacting with each other as much about that subject. Like, okay, hey, how was your day? Oh, great! I discovered my penis and explored it for about 20 minutes. Versus now we're all dealing with the fear of coronavirus, COVID-19, so we're more open about our health. And that's why I know that Jules is going through the exact same thing that we are. Christine, who I'm not sure who the hell had it first. I felt like I just had like this mild thing going on, and then she got sick, and then I got exactly what she got. Then she started feeling better, and then I was feeling worse, and then all of a sudden, yesterday she's just like, I feel like I've taken 2 steps back, so she didn't go to work today, trying to be responsible. They expect her to be there. They, even after telling them how she felt, they were still like, well, if you want to come in. It's like, oh my God, you work at a fucking hospital. I didn't want to go to work because I didn't want to possibly give anything to Greg or get something from Greg. And she, on the other hand, has the potential of the entire city of Duluth. It's like, good, whatever. When you're being guilted by your government to just stay home and go into financial ruin, yeah, Chuck. That's just the way it is. When you do live paycheck to paycheck, we all weren't as lucky to work out with the cushy shit as you. Proud of you. Trust me. I am a conservative capitalist, and the fact that somebody that I know doesn't have to worry about at least that aspect, no bullshit. No bullshit involved. I'm glad that some of you are set off to the point where you don't have to worry about it. Me, I'd love a lottery win, so I wouldn't have to. Wouldn't even consider going in until this was all over. Got plenty of fun shit I could do. Shit, I can get online and start buying some gun parts, putting some shit together, do some vids, make a few runs to the liquor store, pick up some nice stuff to review. Fuck yeah. But no, it's not an option for me. But those that can, proud that you did it the way that you did it. Me, financially, I've always been really good at spending it. Smile Money, I have a greater appreciation for cowbells after the balls music. Sharky, from across the big pond. Brew Babe, wowza. I'm glad you got your Cookie Monster covered ass off the couch. Curry chicken day making time here. Spent about 3 hours yesterday sharpening my kitchen knives. All are now scary sharp and possibly push cut through TP. Cutting sugar snap so effortlessly now. Sharp knives are safer knives. Tell you that much. No shit, yeah. On the other hand, when you're not used to sharp knives and you have a sharp knife, that can also be a dangerous thing. But hell no, I'm glad. I don't know if I've ever asked you about your knife collection. And Snore Desert Prepper, I do have that. I still have that fillet knife too. Why, oh why? Oh, 2 comments left, Sharky. 3 iconic rifles right there. And a 4th pop-up appearance. Starting with Scotch at 8 a.m. could indicate issues. Continuing with Scotch at 8 a.m. is just an indication of a good night that doesn't want to stop. Hey, at least it tastes more like coffee right now. Sharky, screw the $2,200 scope on an $89 rifle debate. I'll slap my $25 C at my $25 must be like piece of shit or whatever all over those 5,000 brew tits. And damn, those outro flotation devices are good. Are way too good. Oh my God. Yeah, he started preparing his curry chicken last night for today. So not only did I get to see what he made for dinner last night, and of course he's been harassing me saying, his normal routine is to watch this shit show while he prepares and cooks dinner. So no, I appreciate that very much. But yeah, so here we are. We're back, and speaking of that, there was no crazy Scotsman. Wow, my only sort of called out shot was from Scourge, and he got me to do Captain Morgan's spiced rum. That is, okay, going to the two-hearted Ed to the sunny slopes of long ago. Hashtag Justin's final mission. There's two of you here. Gunwild saying cheers, bitches. And MP Gunther 1 saying glad to see you're looking well. Gunwild, I think, knows that he's in the Two-Hearted Ale Club. MP Gunther 1, I'm not sure, but either way, you get the credit for being here. It is... What time is it? This is right on time for when I would have normally done this, or right around that time if I would have actually been able to work today. But since I didn't work today, it was a tad bit earlier, but other than that... I may finish this. Otherwise, again, well, this is cool. If nothing else, I look forward to like putting this, mounting this over there or something. I will have to decontaminate it and give her a whirl. That's cool. Whoever sent that, I appreciate it. And again, crazy Scotsman, thanks for doing the legwork and talking to Strike Industries and making this happen, because Secret Squirrel is one component away from being shootable and one component away from being exactly what I was hoping for. Don't get me wrong. I like the sights. They're cool and all, but I would really. I wish Magpul wasn't such a big company, because I'm sure this would go completely on deaf ears. But their Embus 2, the aluminum flip ups, would go very nicely on this and disappear a little bit more. I would honestly donate mine to the cause if I had mine. My Magpul Embus Pros I gave to Ed, and I have no idea where they are today. But that is cool, Scotsman. And again, do not forget 300 Blackout for the win. This has turned into a badass thing. Thanks to White Label Armory, DRG Manufacturing for that 3D billet receiver set. Clyde put this awesome, incredible trigger from Patriot Ordnance in it. Jim supplied a buttload of stuff. My local guys, Chad, the owner of Dead On Arms, that handguard. John Huber with the brake, the only way to go. I had to get that, by the way. I just had to get that. And then of course now Strike Industries for stepping up with that. So, yeah, my honest wish list is the Hollison. I can't remember if it's I think it's the 515 or even something. Again, I don't want to sound, yeah, whatever, Chuck. I want high-end stuff on this because it's a high-end deal for Justin's final mission. So I'd like to do the M-Bus Pro, the aluminum M-Bus Pro sights, and swap these off, and a high-end, small high-end red dot for this. I mean, I'm up for suggestions. Other than that, just one part, and I could actually go out and put some rounds through this. Came out very nice. Big thanks to Jim Hornet Fixer. So many things, so many parts for this. I mean, Jim basically sent me the shit to do the whole rifle. So I do have some stuff, Jim, that we can build up something else, or send back to you. With your pile of stuff, I don't know why you need anything back, but and the carrier. Now I need to be careful about this. Yeah, I don't want to take the chance of having a disassembly issue. We have that awesome carrier from Jim, and the charging handle, and again that beautiful trigger, Clyde. They're just so good. They're just such awesome triggers. Just incredible for the price. I don't know of anybody that I know that would complain about that trigger. I'm a trigger snob, and I absolutely would rather have that in my AR pistol than the one that's in there. Geisley, with a heavier first stage than a second. That makes sense to me. Okay, enough time, guys. Cheers, and unless I feel worse, my plan is to go in and take care of some stuff tomorrow, because I can do it without being around Greg. So he wanted a few more days to not be around people, and I don't want to give him anything at all. So it'll all work out. And if I don't feel better, then I'm just gonna stay home, and I don't know. Wednesday maybe I'll go sit on the corner of Highway 35 and with my cardboard sign. Well, oh, since it went this long, MP Gunther 1, I don't mean to take it away from you. I mean, there's no rewards anyway. Oh, and all he did was updated his own comment. Glad to see you're looking well, even if you do feel like shit. No, that's the. Yeah, obviously there's things I could. I mean, it'd be nice if I could eat food and enjoy the taste and have some good scotch, or Lord knows what kind of scotch. Yeah, I gotta wait. I gotta give that a try. So okay, guys, thank you. Cheers.